Yo guys, it's Footmaster here, back with another video, and today I'm going to be doing my League 1 Team of the Season prediction video, so yeah, let's get into this. Alright guys, so as you know, the Bundesliga Team of the Season got released on the 21st on the Friday, so League 1 Team of the Season will be released on Friday the 28th of May in the next 2 days, which is going to be insane. But yeah, let's get into the actual predictions. Alright, so in goal is none other than a cheeky little Keylor Navas. Now, who else really deserves it more than him? He's been very good for PSG this season. He's saved them on a numerous amount of occasions, especially in the UCL. He's pulled off some incredible performances in that. So yeah, I reckon he'll be in the Team of the Season. As you know, it's a keeper, so no one really cares. But yeah, he'll be quite a high rated one in my opinion. I may have been a bit too generous, but yeah, he'll also get green links with a few defenders in this Team of the Season. Now, from left to right end of the fence, in the left back spot, I have picked Amavi. Now, this card would be pretty decent. It wouldn't be the most expensive or great card because there's so many players who are better than this or the same level, but he'd still be quite a cracked left back, quite high shooting for this stage. So in a 5-back at left wing back, he'd probably be sick. I don't really watch this guy, like I don't really watch League 1, but yeah, he's got a lot of inform, so I think he does deserve it. But yeah, the card would be pretty sick, but I don't think he'd be great value wise from the guaranteed pack. Now, as the main centre back, I've gone Kimpembe. Now, this guy's been superb this season. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but this card would be incredible. I think he has to get in the Team of the Season, and I think his rating would be very high, and his card would be insane. Like, I think it's going to be very expensive. I've given him a really generous pace upgrade to 90, which would be very usable. He'd be very similar to that LaCroix card, but as you know, I'm not really a fan of that LaCroix card in game. Go check out the Clips channel if you haven't already, guys. I post lots of memes and stuff on there. If you get him in a guaranteed, he's very linkable as well, and yeah, I think the card would be very expensive when he comes out and very good in game. Now, the next centre back is Denier. Now, I don't think this card would be nearly as good as the Kimpembe card. I still think he'd be very good in game. Like, I know there's fullback at centre back meta, but this guy would be very good links wise as well. He gets Leon links with the pie and stuff like that, and he's also Belgium, so you could link to other Belgian players in the game. I'm not too sure about that, but yeah, the card would be very solid at centre back still. He'd have a very meta centre back card in this game, and I think people would still use him. I'm not sure about the value. Like, I think he'd still be decently priced, like a couple 100k, but not crazy. So I'm not sure if he'd be a double elf in a guaranteed pack, but yeah, he could get in the Team of the Season. At right back, well, I've put him as a right wing back. It's going to be Klaus. I think that's how you say his name. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this card would be very cheap, I think. But I think EA will put him in because he's probably going to be an elf in your guaranteed pack. Looking at the card, is pretty meh at this stage of the game, like quite low defending for a right wing back. I know he's a right wing back, so he's very attacking as well. Like, I've put his shooting and defending the exact same, so he'd be pretty decent, like centre mid wise. But I think there's a lot of alternatives to this card, and yeah, links wise, French is nice, but I don't think it'd be the greatest. Like, there's so many cards that are better, as I said before. So yeah, I think the value of this card would be very cheap, probably the cheapest in the whole League 1 Team of the Season team. Starting off the midfield as a left mid, I've picked Bamba. Now, this card would be incredible. I've put him as a 93 rated, which is a good boost from his 87 headliner, and this guy would be such a cracked forward. Like, this card would be very expensive when it comes out. Links French League 1 is very good, so lots of green links with people like Mbappe, and yeah, he's 4-star. He's got very good stats, and I think this card would just be very broken in game. Like, I reckon he'd be a mil when he comes out, near to that, maybe a bit less than that. Maybe that's an over exaggeration, but I think it'd be a massive dub from a guaranteed because he's very usable at this stage still. And yeah, I hope he gets in for the green links to people like Renato Sanchez as well. Next in the midfield as a centre mid, I've picked Renato Sanchez. As I was just talking about him, this guy would get a green link with Bamba. He'd also be one of the best cards in the game. I reckon this card would be over 1 million coins when he comes out, just because of how cracked he is in game. Like, his foot birthday card is ridiculous. Like, I always come up with the guy in foot champs, and that was like 600+k, so this card would be very expensive as well. I'm not sure if he's released. Like, I don't think he's been amazing this season, but I think EA would just add him like they did with Varane, who didn't really deserve it, but they just added him to sell packs. And yeah, this card would be very hyped up, and it will probably be one of the best cards in the whole League 1 Team of the Season. Joining them in the midfield, another Lille player is going to be Andre. Now, I'm not as confident with this one because I've already put so many Lille players in the midfield already, but yeah, this card wouldn't be the greatest either. Like, I don't think he'd be that expensive because there's a lot of alternatives, but he'd still be good for the Renato Sanchez green links, so I think he'd still hold some value because of the links he gets. But yeah, the card wouldn't be the greatest. Pace isn't the highest for this stage of the game, but defending and physicals are very good. So yeah, I still think he'd be decent, but I'm not sure if he'd be a dub from the guaranteed League One Team of the Season pack. Next in the midfield, I've picked CLAUDE-MAURICE. Now, his other centre mid cards are very high pace, so I've kept him at a centre mid. EA might put him as right mid because he'd have probably 99 pace from his 97 pace, 84 rated inform. He'd also have really high dribbling, so I've given him 95 dribbling. I've given him 86 shooting, which isn't the best, so he'd probably need to boost that, but I'm not sure about his in-game stats and weak foot, etc. So there might be stuff wrong with that, which might determine how much this card is in-game. I don't think it would be that expensive. I think it would hold some value because he's very, very fast, but I'm not too sure, and they might switch his position to make him less used in the midfield. But yeah, I still think it's a very good card and I'd like to see him get in. The final midfielder I've picked is PAQUETA. Now, this card would be pretty sick, like on the face stats. Very high shooting, dribbling, passing. So he'd be a pretty cool card. I don't think he'd be too expensive as well because there's a lot of cards like this already in the game. And Brazilian links for League One is very good as well. So he can link up to a lot of people like the CSL players, etc. So he'd be quite a popular card. I reckon he'd be decent value. I don't think he'd be very expensive, to be honest, but yeah, I still think he'd hold value for his links. And yeah, I kind of want to see this card in FIFA. Now, starting off the attack is obviously going to be the main man, Mbappe. I reckon EA will make him the highest rated card in League One Team of the Season, but I think they might change his position to left wing because he's played a lot of games left wing this season. So yeah, I think it would be an incredible card. Obviously, it's Mbappe. He'll be millions of coins if he comes out. I've kept him the same as his Team of the Year rating wise. I've changed a few stats here and there. I've kind of done what they've done with like Lewandowski and people like that, but they might possibly get him a 96 rated card, like a downgrade. That is a popular thing that people are speculating, so they'll probably do that. But yeah, I've just kept him a 97, and obviously this card's going to be incredible in game. And next to him, I've obviously gone with Neymar Jr. Now, I think he'll be lower rated than Mbappe because of his other special cards, and he didn't even get a Team of the Year card. So yeah, I still think this card will be very expensive. It might even be more than Mbappe just because he's probably going to be a cam, which would be a very nice position change because that is one of the best positions for Neymar. He'd have incredibly good stats everywhere, all around the board in the attack, and he'd have 5-star, 5-star. So yeah, this would be a very popular option. I'm not sure because if Mbappe's left wing, he might be way cheaper than his Team of the Year because it's a striker. Well, I'm not too sure how priced Neymar will be, in the millions 100%, but yeah, he's definitely going to be in the Team of the Season League One. Next attacker I've gone for is YEDDER. Now, I remember when I packed this guy's 97 Team of the Season last year, which was around 4 million coins at one point. So yeah, this card would be way lower. I've given him 94 rated, which is pretty decent. But yeah, I think this card would be insane in game. Like, YEDDER's always cracked. Every special he has is always cracked. 5-star weak foot on him as well. Great links. So yeah, this will be in the millions definitely if he comes out. I'm not sure. He'll probably get in. Like, he's got loads of special cards. But yeah, I'm not too sure about the price for this card. He'll definitely be in the millions though. And yeah, I reckon he'll definitely be in this Team of the Season. Another forward I've picked is VOLLAND. Now, this guy wouldn't be the greatest. He'd probably be very clunky in game because I don't think his agility and balance are great. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I don't think he's great. I think he's quite clunky in game anyways. I've used his informs for objectives and stuff, but yeah, this card wouldn't be amazing, but it would be decent. Like, face stats look very good, pace is quite low, but shooting and passing are good, decent dribbling as well, physicals are good as well. So yeah, he does deserve it. I've seen his informs and his stats this season for League One, but yeah, I'm not sure if he'd be hyped. Good links with the Bundesliga, but yeah, he might get an objective card or something, but I've just put him in the main 11 because he deserves it. The final player in the main team I've picked is JOSÉ. Now, this card would be far from meta. It will be one of the worst cards because this guy's balance and agility are woeful. He is far from meta. Like, the face stats don't look too bad, but the pace is really low. His agility and balance are terrible. His shooting's very good, don't get me wrong, but yeah, this card would be very cheap. It would be probably about 100k. For fodder reasons, he might remain a bit pricey, but not pricey like compared to other cards like that meta. So yeah, I don't think he'd be a popular card. He'll probably get in somehow because he does deserve it. Don't get me wrong, he's been very good this season, but yeah, this card would not be hyped and it would be very cheap and an L from your guaranteed pack. Now on to the objective and SBC card predictions, and the first objective card I've picked is YEDDER. Now this guy might be in the main team because he looks better than people like VOLLAND and JOSÉ, but this card would be very good. Like, he wouldn't be the most meta card in the game, don't get me wrong, but the stats look pretty good on the face. He defo deserves the card, and yeah, I think for an objective it would be insane value, kind of like that Isaac objective, which was very good. So yeah, he does deserve it, and I reckon he'll get in some way, shape or form. Next objective prediction I've picked is LAUDE. Now this guy might be in the main team because EA might want to shaft people from the guarantees, but this guy's also far from meta. I'm not sure what his work rate and skills and weak foot are. I think they're like 3-star, something like that, so that's probably why. His pace wouldn't be the greatest, shooting would be very good, dribbling decent, but yeah, this would probably be a perfect objective. A lot of people would just use him for fodder, but he does deserve it. He's had a very good season in League One, so yeah, I reckon he will be featured in the team of the season, but I'm not sure if he's going to be an objective or the main team. Now on to the SBC predictions, and I've put quite a few cards in here because I didn't want to leave anyone out, but yeah, I've put Marquinhos as the first SBC prediction. Now this guy I think defo has to be in the promotion, but I didn't put him in the main team because there's a lot of players who I think EA might put in already, because this Marquinhos would be one of the best defenders in the game. He'd have very good pace, very high defending and physicals, decent dribbling and passing as well. So yeah, Brazilian links as well are quite important. So yeah, I think this card would be very pricey if he was an SBC as well. I think EA have been very reasonable with these team of the season prices, so I don't think he'd be overpriced. I hope not, but yeah, I think he has to be in the team of the season. Next SBC prediction I've picked is Depay. Now I know a lot of you would have been like commenting already, where the hell is Depay in your main team? He'll probably get a main team card, but because there were so many attackers, I think EA will just put worse attackers in there instead to make people get worse people from their guaranteed packs, which is why I've put him as an SBC card. Now this card would be insanely good. Like, I know he has a 3-star weak foot, but he does have 5-star skills. The links are very good with the Eredivisie team of the season cards, and yeah, this card would just be so cracked, very deserved as well, and I really hope he features in the team of the season. Now another SBC prediction is a flashback player, and I've picked Fonte. Now this guy's had a very good career. I'm not sure if he's retiring yet, but he's coming towards the end of his career. He's had a very good one, so I think he does deserve a flashback card, and I don't think it would be the greatest because unfortunately with FIFA 21, like, most people need pace in defense, and this guy wouldn't. Like, his informs have like 30s or 40s, which is really bad, which is why I've boosted it massively, but I still think he'd only have like high 70s, which wouldn't be that great. But yeah, he does warrant a special card like a flashback. So yeah, I think if you wanted to have fun, you could do him. I don't think he'd be that pricey. So yeah, I think he does deserve it, and yeah, it'd be a cool addition in the SBCs, I guess. And the final player in all these predictions is going to be a flashback Gelson Martin. Now I know loads of you would have clicked on the video thinking, oh, that's probably clickbait, he's not going to put him in, but yeah, I have put him in as a flashback card, and the only reason why I have is because he is coming towards the end of his career. Not really like the end, like, but I think he's had a lot of controversy with like the referee incident and stuff like that, and I think the best years are kind of behind him now, unfortunately, and he hasn't got a special card this whole FIFA, and everyone's been crying out for one because his gold card is really cracked in game for objectives and stuff. I really hope he gets some sort of special card in this promo. I'm not sure he will though, I'm really not confident in it, but yeah, I've just put a flashback SBC because he's coming towards the end of the career, and his card would be cracked even though the face stats don't look amazing. Alright guys, that's going to be the end of the video. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, drop a like and subscribe if you're new. I won't be streaming on Friday for League One team of the season because I am away, but I will be streaming either on Sunday or Monday, so stay tuned for that. I'll be opening packs and doing all the good stuff, so don't worry, we'll still get a stream but delayed. Let me know down below guys who you want to see in this team of the season, and let me know if I've missed anyone out. There is a possibility I may have missed a few people out, but yeah, until next time, peace.